Hi, this is Fred from Home for the Long Haul. Cruising is one of the best ways for seniors to travel, but it's also easy to make mistakes that can turn a great trip into a stressful one. Today, I'm going to walk you through the biggest mistakes seniors commonly make on cruises, and more importantly, how to avoid them. These are practical lessons learned from real experiences, not theory. If you're planning a cruise or you've already booked one, this should help you have a smoother, more enjoyable trip. Mistake number 1. Choosing the wrong cruise line or ship for your style. Not every cruise line feels the same. Some are quiet and traditional. Others are bigger, louder, and more activity-focused. Many seniors book based only on price or itinerary and then discover the ship doesn't match what they wanted. How to avoid it? Research the atmosphere of the line and the specific ship. Look at recent reviews from other seniors. If you prefer calm and classic, lines like Holland America or certain river cruises are usually better. If you want more energy and modern features, other lines may suit you better. Don't assume all ships are the same. Spend a little time watching video walkthroughs or reading recent passenger comments before you book. Mistake number 2. Booking the wrong cabin. A lot of seniors either overspend on a cabin they barely use or underspend and end up uncomfortable. Inside cabins can feel closed in on longer cruises. Very high decks can be more motion sensitive. Balconies are wonderful for some people and barely used by others. How to avoid it? Think honestly about how you'll use the cabin. If you plan to spend time relaxing in the room and enjoy fresh air, a balcony is often worth it on scenic itineraries. If you mainly sleep and change clothes there, a good ocean view or even a well-located inside cabin can be fine. Also consider location. Midship and lower or mid-decks are usually more stable. Once you're on the ship, it's hard to change, so decide carefully before you sail. Mistake number 3. Overloading the schedule with shore excursions. It's tempting to book an excursion in every port. The problem is that back-to-back tours can be exhausting, especially in hot weather or when there's a lot of walking. Many seniors return to the ship drained and then can't enjoy the evening. How to avoid it? Be selective. Choose the 1 or 2 experiences that matter most to you in each port. Leave some days lighter. Remember that simply walking around near the port or taking a shorter, easier tour is often more enjoyable than a long, strenuous one. It's better to do fewer things well than to push too hard. Your energy level on day 5 or 6 matters just as much as on day 1. Mistake number 4. Not preparing for mobility and accessibility needs. Even if you walk fine at home, ships have long corridors, tenders in some ports, and uneven surfaces ashore. Many seniors are surprised by how much walking is involved. How to avoid it? Be realistic about your mobility. Check whether the ports use tenders or docks. Look at the activity level descriptions on excursions. Contact the cruise line in advance if you need accessible cabins, scooters, or special assistance. It's much easier to arrange these things before you sail than after you board. A little planning here can prevent a lot of frustration later. Mistake number 5. Ignoring the weather and packing incorrectly. Weather can make or break the experience, especially on balcony cabins or outdoor decks. People pack for ideal conditions and then struggle with cold, wind, or rain. How to avoid it? Check the typical weather for your itinerary and pack layers. Even in warmer destinations, evenings on deck can be cool. For Alaska or other cooler regions, proper jackets and non-slip shoes matter. Comfortable walking shoes are essential almost everywhere. Don't forget any medications, a light rain jacket, and something warm for air-conditioned dining rooms. Mistake number 6, waiting too long to book popular excursions and specialty dining. The best tours and specialty restaurants often sell out, especially on popular ships and itineraries. Seniors who wait until they're on board sometimes find the things they most wanted are already full. How to avoid it? Book the most important excursions and any specialty dining as soon as your booking window opens. You can often cancel or change later if needed, but you can't always get a spot if you wait. The same applies to spa appointments or specialty shows on some ships. Mistake number 7, not budgeting for extras. The cruise fare is only part of the cost. Drinks, specialty dining, Wi-Fi, gratuities, and excursions add up quickly. Some seniors are surprised by the final bill. How to avoid it? Decide in advance what extras matter to you. Look at drinks packages, Wi-Fi prices, and excursion costs before you sail. Set a realistic budget so the extras don't create stress at the end of the trip. Many people find that being selective with packages saves more money than they expected. Mistake number 8, trying to do everything the ship offers. Big ships have a lot of activities, shows, and dining options. Trying to experience all of them can leave you tired and feeling like you never relaxed. How to avoid it? Slow down. Pick the things that genuinely interest you. Leave open time to sit on the deck, read, or simply enjoy being at sea. One of the best parts of cruising for seniors is the chance to relax. Don't schedule that away. It's perfectly fine to skip some shows or activities and just enjoy the ship at a comfortable pace. One extra tip that prevents several problems at once. Read the daily newsletter every evening or first thing in the morning. It tells you what's happening on the ship, any changes to the schedule, and important information about the next port. A surprising number of small frustrations come from simply missing something that was clearly listed in the daily program. Final thoughts. Most of these mistakes are avoidable with a little planning and honest self-assessment. Choose the right ship for your personality. Book a cabin that matches how you'll use it. Be selective with excursions. Prepare for mobility and weather, and don't try to do everything. Cruising can be one of the most enjoyable ways for seniors to travel when it's done at a comfortable pace and with the right expectations. Have you made any of these mistakes on a cruise, or do you have tips that helped you avoid them? Share your experience in the comments. Real stories from other seniors help everyone. If this video helped you, please like it and subscribe for more practical cruise advice for seniors. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.